Welcome to a brand new podcast. As always, this is the Oracle 19, and my name is Greatness. If you have any business inquiries, you want to put your brand on this podcast, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Definitely we can talk business as far as that's concerned. You can always also, if you want to make a free will offering to this show, you can, same thing, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. So definitely we would appreciate that. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com. There we have a whole wide range of products. Again, that's from furniture, office supplies, cologne, perfume, men's, kids, ladies' clothing, artwork as well, jewelry, accessories. So check that out, www.evolutionoflondon.com. Next, check out evolutionoflondon.org. There we have custom clothing, accessories, digital products for personal as well as business use. So check out that as well. And finally, check out www.evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. There we have soaps, shea butter, and much more accessories than we ship throughout North America. So check out www.evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. We have different links to other affiliates, www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. So definitely check that out. Do have a Patreon channel, videos that is now on YouTube. So check out www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. Again, that's videos that's now on YouTube. We have digital products as well. That's artwork, etc. And we have consulting services for your everyday need. So check out our Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. You have a whole wide range of different beats. So definitely support Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And once you go to his YouTube page, you will see other social media sites of his. So definitely support that. Like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continue to train on YouTube. Check out Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. Over 405 videos. So definitely I need your guys to share, pass along worldwide, family, friends, and foe to Cheap Limousine channel. And again, special thanks for all you guys that's supporting the Greatness 19 channel, as well as Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. We have health and wellness videos, so definitely I need your guys to like, subscribe, and share to Mr. Evolution of London. And again, thank you for the countries that are supporting: Switzerland, Ireland, Croatia, Netherlands, Dominican Republic, Sweden, Trinidad, Tobago, South Africa, US and Canada, of course, Germany, UK, Philippines, Iran, Italy, Ukraine, Nigeria, Haiti, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Poland, Australia, Ghana, Bahamas, Namibia, Mexico, India, Japan, Norway, Malaysia, and New Zealand. Thank you all for your continued support, and continue to pass the information to your brethren throughout your nation. Check out www.royalty9international.com. They sell luxury candles, 12-ounce jars, 100% soy wax, and they have scented as well as unscented candles. Now the scented candles, you can get peppermint, myrrh, frankincense, jasmine, just to name a few. So definitely, they have also, if you have any questions, email them at royalty9international@gmail.com. You can also check them out on TikTok, Royalty9International, and also Instagram, Royalty9International. So support their brand, www.royalty9international@gmail.com. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. If you want to book a consultation, email him at williesfitness99@gmail.com. That's Willies, WILLYZ, fitness99@gmail.com. Also, you can check him out at Health Fitness Consultant 1@gmail.com as well. Check out his merchandise, www.wjaaccessories.org. Once again, that's www.wjaaccessories.org for custom clothing, accessories, and digital products as well. I need your guys to support and check out Oliver Twist. They located 130 King Street. Now, every Friday night is Uptown Friday Night. That's located downtown London, Ontario. Again, that's Oliver Twist. And the DJ of the night, and every Friday night, is DJ Panthro. Yes, DJ Panthro. Panthro. He's on the 1 and 2s every Friday night, starting at 9 p.m., ending at 2 a.m. And again, that's at the Covent Garden Market, 130 King Street. Their telephone number is 519-204-9184. He gives you a whole wide range of music, old school and new school, one of the best DJs in southwestern Ontario. Support the machine. And again, it is written. Check out A&T Cell Phone Repair Center. You can always ask for Freedom. Yes, that's his name, Freedom. You can email him or call him. Their first location is 1401 Ernest Avenue, Unit 15. Again, that's London, Ontario. Telephone number is 519-204-7300. Yeah, Freedom have over 20 years of experience, so definitely you're in very good hands. Email him at atcellphonerepair@gmail.com. That's atcellphonerepair@gmail.com. That's the first location at 1401 Ernest Avenue. His second location, where they do wholesaling, that's wholesaling of computers, all different types of computers, iPods, iPads, accessories, all different phones. The address is 93 Wellington Street, that's London, Ontario. The telephone number is 877-358-0026. Local number is 226-503-3300. And they number one for parts, accessories in London, and they also provide security cameras and install. So you can email them at wholesaler at gmail.com. That's WHOLESELLER@gmail.com. And that's their locations in London, Ontario. All right, well, I'm always going to give you my perspective. And before I get to that, the Oracle 19 podcast is on all major platforms. We're on Anchor.fm, Google, Apple, Spotify, just to name a few. Anything I haven't mentioned, you can check it out in the Oracle 19 podcast, Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, www.oracle19radio.com. If anything I haven't mentioned, you check it in the description box of those 4 major platforms of ours. Now, we can get to the bottom line. Today's topic. Definitely going to be a little bit triggering. I always give you my perspective. And today we're going to talk about the science and Satan conspiracy. Yes, the science and Satan conspiracy. Now, what do I mean? Now, let me help you follow the yellow brick road. There's an organization located in Switzerland, funded by all countries all over the world. United States, of course, have their hands in it. Private entities have their hands in it. The company is called CERN. 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 Now, I have to give you a little history lesson about it. So I'm going to be very long-winded. And I'm going to take this real slow. Google if you have to. I might not be right and exact. I might be talking something out my behind. Fantasy Island type of thing. You decide. You finish the story. Now, CERN. Their organization located in Switzerland, Geneva, Switzerland, near the border of eastern France. It's a European organization for nuclear research. And again, like I said, they funded by all major countries. Now, who's a part of CERN are they make up of 23 member states. Example, Israel, Denmark, Spain, UK, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Sweden, Italy, Poland, just to name a few. Now, the United States fund CERN, this European organization, millions and millions of dollars, probably billions of dollars on a yearly or bi-yearly basis. This is something that we don't really know. But you can research it if you keep digging down the rabbit hole. Meaning if you keep on researching, you can find the truth of the matter. But I'm just giving you the basics. Now again, we're going to take this real slow. I even had to write certain things down so I won't forget to regurgitate it back to you. Now, anytime you have countries donate to these research organizations, they have a lot of input. I'm sure we could agree to that. And when you have the most powerful nations that donate to these organizations such as CERN, we know in reality they have a lot of say-so, a lot of pull, because they one of the most powerful countries in the world. So you can understand that, and I'm sure you could agree. Now, if we break down, why was this organization called CERN? CERN. Why this name, CERN? So I did a little research. Now, CERN is short for this Celtic or Celtic god, Cernunnos. If I'm mispronouncing the name, forgive me. Cernunnos. Cernunnos. It's a pagan god linked to Greek god Pan, Pan, which is also translated for Lucifer, Baphomet, Satan, the devil. In translation, the word Pan. See, I'm breaking this down step by step to walk you through something. Names is important. This is a side note. Whatever you give your children names, you should research, because you don't know. You could be damning your child. This is just a side note. But let's continue. CERN, this organization, that was their name. And I broke it down with the history with that name. Short for CERN. CERN was short for Cernunnos, which is a Greek god. You go back, his name was Pan, and another name for Pan, Pan, is Lucifer and Baphomet. So this is what the organization calling themselves right off the gate. Okay. Their location is where they located in Switzerland, Geneva, Switzerland, and the suburbs of Geneva, Switzerland, near the border of eastern France. The name of that community where they have their research facility is called Saint Genès Paul. Is French. I believe I can't pronounce it. I've already chopped it up, so I spell it Saint Genès, Genis dash Paul, Poully. Now, genus, that stuck to me, that right off the gate, because Gen is another name for Jen, Jennifer, Jan, Jen, Genjin. If you look up the word Jinn, those are if you research that in the Aramaic language, those go back to the 200 fallen angels, the devils that was cast out of heaven and landed in the area of the land of Nod. But I won't get too heavy on that. But in the Bible, they was cast from heaven, these jinns, which is your 200 fallen angels. Coincidence with the name of this community? Let me continue. This community was formulated in 1887. Now, also, if you go back in time, in the Roman times, that same area was called Apollonicum. I chopped it up. Apolliacum. Apolliacum. Close enough. But this is the area, the name of this area. But also, if you go back in time, this town was dedicated to Apollon, which is the god of destroyer. They built a temple in the name of this deity, Apollon. And they have, and basically, Apollo, the destroyer, is also another word for Lucifer, Satan, the devil. Now, you got to forgive me, guys, I don't speak Latin or French, so I'm chopping up the words. So that's why I spelt it. So don't be critical of me. At least try not to be. Now, I gave you a little bit of past information, and I'm going to now continue in the present of this organization, this research facility. Now, CERN have a statue of Shiva, another deity, demonic deity, located on their campus. Is this all conspiracy, what I'm saying? You decide. You can research this. CERN have a statue of Shiva, the Indian deity, demonic deity, on their facility. And in 2006, there was videos shown, allegedly, well, it was out there, the videos, but the company, the research company said it was just a hoax, it wasn't true, okay? So we know that was going to be a cover-up. But in 2006, it was a satanic ritual that was performed around the statue. A video, you can see certain things on the internet, or you can Google it if they don't erase it. But I do have, there's another YouTube channel that talk about this, and they have a video to it. So you can always email me and I can give you the link. But there was a satanic ritual that was performed around this statue at night, showing a group of people walking around this statue and chanting satanic chants. And a woman ended up taking her clothes off and lying down, and they performing a ritual, like a sacrifice. Person allegedly had a knife and was stabbing her, allegedly. Don't know if this was a reenactment, but the point is, I seen the video, and it was a ritual, a satanic ritual. This is on the facility of this research company that is funded by countries all over the world, including the United States. CERN, C-E-R-N. You can Google that. It does exist to this day. Big research company and a science company, a science research institute that do big testing on, in their case, antimatter, basically manipulating matter, and this is what they tell us. Testing gravity, checking out the universe to see what's out there. This is what they explain to us. They just innocent, okay? But let me give you some of the history of what was done with this ritual. Now, again, they showed a clip of this, and then allegedly it was told that this was a hoax. It wasn't true, just hocus pocus. So you knew that. And there was a movie called Symmetry, that showed that at this facility, CERN, the main character was shown dancing and performing a ritual dance, like around the machine that they created. Now, CERN created this big machine that handles antimatter and gravity and so forth. It's called LHC. and I'll break that down in a minute. Let me see if I have that, if I wrote that down. Yes, Large Hadron Collider. So that's Large Hadron Hadron Collider. Collider is a large machine that was created approximately 300 feet below the ground, and that's the big machine which they test and on study of matter and basically pushing the boundaries of science. Is the biggest facility in the world. It houses 7,000 scientists all over, different scientists all over the world. That's just a note with that. Now, going back to this movie, again, a lot of times with movies, they anytime the powers that be put out certain, they have something in real time. They also have movies to tell you or give you certain truths. They'll put 90% falsehood, but they throw away 10% truths. But there's a movie called Symmetry that talks about this facility, CERN. But then again, in 2016, a railroad system was built near this facility, and they had a big ceremony in January 2016. But their ceremony was basically a satanic ritual. This, now mind you, they built a tunnel, a railroad system, I believe one of the largest, if not the largest in the world. And during their ceremony, introduction to this new rail system, they had, again, like I said, ceremony, but the ceremony wasn't like just cutting ribbons and with a shovel and a hard hat and everyone's drinking champagne and shaking hands. No, this was the actual ceremony. And the ceremony, which they have a video online about that, was people in the ceremony chanting, giving vibes of, like, it was more, I trust me guys, you have to see the video, but it was more of a satanic ritual, to put it bluntly. They had a costume of a depiction of the devil in the costume, running away other people in the costume, and this is supposed to be a ceremony about a tunnel being created, and they had a performance of the devil and other demons and people looking like they're in a trance, like singing like if you was in a horror movie. Oh, oh, Damien, oh, oh, Damien, oh. That's the best way out for me to describe it. Actually, I was singing. It was like chant that I remember watching this movie, The Omen. Check it out. Check that out too. The Omen 1, 2, and 3. I think it's a 1976 one. Then there was an updated one in the early 2000s. The Omen, O-M-E-N, about the story of the Antichrist coming up in power and being protected. So, but anyway, not going off on the tangent here. All of this is conspiracy, right? What do I know? So, again, this was no ordinary performance that we seen, or I seen, or some people have seen. But you can see too. You just have to research, go online, and check it out. I know I'm being long-winded, but I have to set this up to break it down to later on in the conversation. It's all going to tie in together. Trust me on that one. but I have to give you a little history of this company. Now, this company is funded by the Rockefeller family, and their Rockefeller University is involved. They have scientists from the university that goes there and support and so forth. So, and behind the scenes, allegedly, I'll just say allegedly, with the donations, allegedly. Now, who was the founder of CERN? Let's go back. Now, there was a gentleman. His name, and I'm getting it here. Give me a moment. As I wrote down his name, I had to go there. It is because, see, they digging down this rabbit hole. It's also, this company also is funded by another institute from the Weizmann Institute that contributes to CERN. So I decided, so let me check out what's the name, or who's the founder of the Weizmann Institute. Weizmann, I believe, Institute. A gentleman by the name of Dr. Chaim Weizmann, Chaim Weizmann, a Russian-born biochemist. He was also a former president of Israel. I thought that was very interesting, from 1949 to 1952. Now, in the 1940s and 50s, a lot of conspiracies been happening. This is just a side note. From the Roswell, I'm giving you a combination of the 40s and 50s, to presidents of the United States had discussions with aliens, allegedly. Truman, Eisenhower, allegedly. So I find that interesting. But this Dr. Chaim Weizmann, he was born in 1874 and died in 1952. He also started this institute, I believe, in the 1934, allegedly. And it ties in together because he helped promote Winston Churchill, who became a prime minister of the UK in the 1940s, 1940 to 45, during the Second World War era, and then also 1951, 1955, I believe. You can check that out. They became associates, and he helped promote Churchill into office. And I find to this day that the UK is also a country that promotes this CERN organization. And same thing with the Weizmann Institute. They promote and fund the CERN Institute. All of this tie in together. See, Dr. Chaim Weizmann helped Winston Churchill in office became president with the help of the Jewish votes that helped propel Winston Churchill to be a prime minister in the 1940s in World War II, in which so-called Hitler was defeated. And Hitler supposedly hated the Jews so much. But it was also stories about his background of Jewish ancestry. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but we're going to bring it all back. I just got to give you this information. All this allegedly, of course, right? Also, Dr. Chaim Weizmann was close friends with a Rothschild, of that era, Lionel Walter Rothschild. Now, do you think the Rothschilds don't promote or donate to the CERN research organization to this day? What say you? All of this ties in together. Rockefellers, Rothschilds, pumping money to this big organization. Why? Why? Why all these countries still promote to this big organization? Why is this big organization so important to these countries? China even involved themselves, allegedly. They're not either direct or indirectly, I put it like that. Indirectly, they might have their scientists working there, along with NATO countries or US or the US with their scientists there, allegedly. For all of these countries that supposedly hate us, or hate them, or hate each other, excuse me, but they working together indirectly or directly to this organization. So my question, are they really enemies? Is this propaganda? Is this part of the New World Order? What say you? It's about this CERN. Okay, let's continue. Again, I had to give you like a history lesson. See, this is going to go over the heads of most of y'all, because this is over your pay rate, low level frequency. So you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. This is going to be completely boring to you because you're not really interested in research. I get it. It is what it is. And this is not for everyone and everybody. I understand that too, and you understand that as well. See, so now I was giving you a little bit of the history lesson behind that. This company in present time, if you look at their logo, you will see sixes in a weird way. Let the third eye be your guide. If you see the logo of CERN, S-E-R-N, you will see the 666. Now, this is supposed to be a European organization that deals with research, science, physics. That's part of science, of course. Chemistry, biology, research on the universe, on matter. But I have given you the history of this organization in terms of their name, their logo, their location, and it all gives a vibe, a satanic vibe. And their performances, things that they do, their statue, all pertains to satanic worship, as well as science. The science and Satan conspiracy. Again, the science and Satan conspiracy. See, I had to give you the little bit of the history lesson and the people, the power players who donated, who's the founder, and who they are, to let you decide, Are these individuals righteous? Are they for the benefit of civilization? Or do they have their own agenda, satanic agenda, to be clear? You have to decide. You finish the story on that one. What do I know? Now, some people will say about this research organization, their goal is really not to deal with learning about the matters, how to change matter, or learn about the matters and the structure of the universe. Their goal, allegedly, by what some people would say, their goal is to get into the spiritual realm, to find out other dimensions, to time travel through the black holes. Black holes are portals for time travel if you have the technology, if you know what to do. Black holes is a way to go to other dimensions, dealing with other universes, allegedly. So it is said that's what this organization is really all about. Not to help the benefit of the civilization, is to basically be able to leave this universe or this earth to travel different galaxies to potentially conquer and dominate. Allegedly. Again, what do I know? This is what I hear. I don't know. I don't know. You have to decide. Greatness could be off the chain with this one. People will say he's off the chain. He don't know what he's talking about. Okay, I don't know. It's just throwing it out there. I see this on Google. That's the beautiful thing about it. You can just research. You can go on Google and type things in. It's not like 50, 60 years ago before the internet. You really absolutely you couldn't even look at this information unless you go to the government websites and print it out. But you can actually Google it, and you can go down the rabbit hole to find out a lot of information. Because the thing about it is the truth is out there. But the problem is, powers that be put truth right in front of you, knowing that you won't even look at it. Because you worry about, your latest superstars, what they have eaten for breakfast, who slept with who. You too busy hating your man or woman. You too busy just going to court. You too busy wanting to fight your next door neighbor. You too busy and working so much and forget to research. You too busy playing sports. You too busy looking in the mirror. You too busy putting your makeup on, your eyelashes. You too busy to work out. You don't have time because you got research. You too busy just being busy. So you don't have time for this. So it's very, very easy to put this information right in front of your nose. You don't even need your glasses to see the truth. Even Stevie Wonder could see this truth. It's so easy. It really is. But that's how it's made up, because people know that you ain't going to read. You ain't going to read. Powers that be know you ain't going to read. Powers that be, you know you have a low frequency. Majority of you citizens have a low frequency. If I say the scale between 1 and 100, you at 1.5 at best out of 100. Your mental capacity is low. You're only worrying about the nice weed that you can smoke, the sticky icky, the OG, the purple haze, that death. That's all you care about. You need your weed, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You don't give a goddamn about what I'm saying. That's fine. That ain't gonna pay my bills. What I need that? What I need to know about that? That don't do nothing for me. That's what I need. That's what I need. Gotcha. Your popular drink, your vodka, your Alizé, your bourbon, your gin. 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 Interesting. Gin. That's what you're thinking about. So it's easy to put this truth out here because you don't read. You don't research. Not that stuff. You research baseball, you research football, but you ain't gonna research this. Not even on a minute level. Just, it is what it is. So it's easy. You are sheep for the wolves. And many of you is already mentally dead. The next step for you is physical death. You're already mentally dead. You just a walking corpse. You just like a egg with no yolk. You just a shell, an egg shell with no yolk. You're dead. You're mentally dead. And that's what it is in society. These conspiracies allegedly is right under your nose. And these companies here, this company, you don't even have a clue. This is one of many companies. This is not the only one. A lot of times they put these companies in out of countries outside of the U.S. or in we call friendly countries like Switzerland, which is a friendly company where monies to this day is dumped off in the Switzerland banks. That's why they're one of the wealthiest countries in the world, because they got other countries dump their monies, dump the technology, so they can do all the experiments and cloning in countries that you won't even know about. It's too far away. And where they have these locations is damn well in a remote area where nobody knows anyway, not even the natives. It is what it is. This is just one of many researches, strange researches that is done throughout the world. They got labs, research companies that deal with cloning. Yes, I said it in the other shows, cloning. You got more than one Area 51 in Nevada, allegedly. What do I know? You think they only have a subway stations in the big cities? That's it? This world is being connected, and you don't even realize that with the powers that be, with tunnels all over the world. Conspiracies. The science and Satan conspiracies. I just talked about this one company. I focused in on this one company, CERN, but I could just keep going. See, a lot of times they put this in movies. Anytime you see something in movies, you don't think science, government, secret governments don't only have these technologies out? What they showing you on TV, they got six times more than what you even can imagine. Believe that. Again, allegedly. What do I know? Look at the movies the movies, or I say movies. Let's start with Doctor Strange, part 1 and 2. It's not only sci-fi, guys. There's levels to this. The Avengers, Men in Black, Star Trek, old and new. The 1960s, or you can go the ones to this day. The movie Back to the Future. Fantastic Four. Stargate in the 90s. That's a good one right there. Showing you military had technology they got from extraterrestrials to travel through different dimensions and different worlds. Y'all guys just think it's just that's it? It just stops at TV? I just have a question for y'all guys. What do I know? What greatness know? He's just a goddamn fool. Do you really think it stops right in the movies? Have you ever thought about it? Do you think that what you see, all of this technology, it just stops right there? It's just sci-fi? And you got all these secret research companies or companies that you don't really know about, like I told you about CERN. You can't walk up in there. They got 7,000 scientists from all over the world. Why? How? When? For who? For you? See, a lot of things be going on. And you thinking that's all they just doing is just sitting in the lab and just fumbling around, and millions and billions and billions of, think about it, guys, billions of dollars been given to this organization over the course of decades. Billions. By all the big countries in the world, indirectly or directly. And you don't think there's nothing going on bigger than what you think or what you see? It's real out here. You don't think that certain governments have the power to control rain? You don't think there could be man-made tornadoes? You know, when you go to war nowadays, you don't think there's guns that can shoot a mile away and get you, knock a nickel off of your top of your head? You don't think laser beam technology exists? You know, you don't think there's technology that they have clothes that put on you that can make you look invisible? Invisible. I say it again a little bit more clear. There's technology now where you can put a cape over, it's military of course, over a soldier or a person and make them invisible. Go Google that. What you think? They can manipulate food. They can manipulate people. There's technology out here, allegedly, everything I just said, allegedly, okay? Allegedly. Didn't sign language. I know I've been facetious with that. Technology that you don't think they can produce hybrid human beings? They could produce a face, a hybrid. They got like, just like you have costumes that could make you look like a different person. They got like flesh feeling, real human flesh feeling facial costumes that can really, you can droop over your face and make you look like a whole different person. And the feel of the technology, you'd be feeling flesh. You think you're feeling the flesh of the face. I don't know if that's clear to you. I don't know if I'm saying that clear, but this, because there's so much in my head. That's why I'm just regurgitating it, just pop it in my head. But the point being, there's technology out here to make another human being. I put it like that, a little bit more clear. Allegedly. All of this is coming from secret labs, underground labs that you don't have no clue about, that's in remote countries and remote places. As I mentioned about this one CERN. CERN. This is what it is, guys. And also, look, how interesting in the 1940s all things came up and about. I mean, that seemed like an interesting time in the 1940s and early 50s. But let's look at this. NATO was created in 1949. The UN, United Nations, was created in 1945 in San Francisco and eventually moved to New York. UNICEF was created. Where was it created? 1946. But it stands for United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. Like, these people really care about the goddamn kids. Like, they love these kids all over the world. Look who created these things. Who created these things? What group of people created these things? Do they really love the children worldwide? Here's another organization, United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. And that organization was created in 1945 by India, US, China, they working together, right? And like, they really care about the world. And you have all the organizations, the Red Cross and everything. They really care about the world we live in. Oh, really? They really care. And then you have countries that are still suffering to this day. All of this so-called caring for the world. And you got people still, more people, the more they care, the more people starve. Kind of funny. The more they so-called care for the world, you got more people in the world starving. Show you how much caring they have. Secret organizations, the science and Satan conspiracies. This is what it is, guys. This is what it is. All of these organizations, and there's many more. I just wanted to give you the gist of it. And I just got the information. Hybrid human artificial flesh. That's what I was thinking. Hybrid human artificial flesh that's being created. The artificial flesh seems like it's regular human flesh, and that's what's out here even now. But you keep on watching your Housewives of Hollywood and getting your nice good drinks and smoking that loud, popping those pills, enjoying life, while these societies secretly just implement certain things, not for your benefit, is really to destroy you or to leave this earth and let it be food for the gods. Let the extraterrestrials handle you. Oh, I'm sorry. Allegedly, it's for everything. Allegedly. I didn't mean that. What do greatness know? Again, he's dumb, right? The science and Satan conspiracies. What say you? Thank you for listening.